I was opening my window yesterday, and it just on the little handle of the window, it just got caught. I'm like,
and you got a little bloody blister.
A little blood blister.
I was unpacking and I reached into a bathroom bag and just went to a razor blade.
Woo!
And it just went whack.
Oh, and that was one of your sex toys?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It has a little, just a little one, right inside.
The thrill of the threat of danger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, imagine getting a sex toy for men, right?
Okay.
It has to be for men because you have to put it in there.
Yep.
Yes.
And then it's in there,
Yep.
and there's a guarantee from the manufacturer that's like 1 in 1,000 of these
Ooh.
is going to mangle your wangle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I can't do it.
No? 1 in
take the risk.
1,000.
1 in 10,000.
But everybody that uses it, they're like, "Ooh, this is a new hypothetical. We're
Yeah.
doing call Chuck Clusterman. Hey, Chuck, I got this one for you."
It's your cousin.
Everyone says it is the best experience you've ever had.
That's what I need to get in there.
Now you're like, all right. Even if somebody went, it's not bad. You're like, okay, you forced
1 in 2 chance. I'll take the risk.
This thing sucks.
all right. I'll give it a shot. You have blood, Quentin Tarantino spurting from your crotch, and you're like, it was pretty great.
Yeah.
I got to admit, it was worth it.
The odds are that the next one will.
I mean, lightning doesn't strike twice.
He picks up the same thing.
Oh, it does strike twice. Oh,
That's funny.
But I struck 3 times.
The auto shred.
TM. You can't have it, guy that listens. I think that was a smooth open.
Yeah,
it was.
Say the thing.
Hello and welcome to another classy episode of Funbearable. I'm Brad Rohr.
I'm Ray Top Hat and Tails Harrington. We're keeping it classy.
Yep.
Classy.
Oh, I was going to say I'm Chuck the Mangled Mangler. Stay in.
Not classy.
Because I'll be mangled and I'll mangle.
Not classy.
That's a little classy.
Pretty
What if it's
classy.
in a martini glass?
Yes.
Ooh, there you go.
I didn't realize we were recording that whole time. So
No, not the like life stuff. The
no.
real serious
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Even I didn't realize we were recording.
It started
so
with
I'll
blood
take
blister.
it. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, another cold open of Brad talking about a dumb wound he got in a dumb way.
That's a weird thing to call your genitals.
Yes.
It's a dumb wound.
That's what God calls them.
Speaking of weird, Brad,
Oh boy.
I don't want to do a whole trilogy about this, but we talked about Uncle O'Grimacy.
I think
Yes.
we're 150 episodes into the trilogy of Weird Brad.
We talked about the Noid.
Yeah.
Brad and I had a conversation separately after we had these conversations.
And by the way,
on the podcast.
Brad's next because I brought Uncle O'Grimacy.
Yeah.
Me, the nephew O'Grimacy.
Yep.
Yes.
Brought Uncle O'Grimacy to the table.
Yep.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it ended with a human being being permanently scarred.
That's true.
And then you brought the Noid
Yeah.
to the table.
Yeah.
Right? That also included a man going completely insane and taking his own life.
Mentally scarred.
Right. And Brad, you've got to bring one of these corporate mascots. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to whatever it is.
He could find a good story.
Oh,
I
yeah.
absolutely can.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did on the old podcast, we did a Roar You Know about the California raisins.
That was fun.
Because
That
Chuck was
fun.
like, I want to know the history. And I'm like, you could very easily Google it. And he's like, wow, I just wish someone would tell me all about the California raisin. I'm like, here's this thing I printed out for you. He's like, oh, I just want to hear it.
That was the birth of AI.
Yes.
Where you're
Brad
like, I just
GPT.
want somebody to tell me this story. I don't
Yeah.
even care if it's accurate.
Yeah, exactly. So
So start thinking, Brad.
Yeah.
I was thinking, we were talking about St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
We're talking about Uncle O'Grimacy.
Yes.
We were talking about wearing green.
Yeah. Mint milkshakes.
And Brad told me, he's like, well, you got to wear green on St. Patrick's Day.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, yeah, sure. That's fine. He goes, no, you have to. And I'm like, okay.
I didn't sound that sultry when I said it.
I was like, well, what do
Oh,
you
you
mean?
have to.
And he's like,
Let me get you out of those clothes and get you into these green clothes.
and he goes, you got to do it to avoid the St. Patrick's Day pinch. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, he talked about the pinches we got in school like they were beatings. Like he was being stoned and had rocks thrown on him like Tila Tequila.
Like somebody, to me, it reminds me like if a child pre-puberty who had no idea what sex was writing an erotic novel.
Yeah.
It would be like, and then they pinched him.
Yeah.
They held him down and they pinched him.
Exactly.
There is the old thing of you have to wear green. If you're not wearing green, you get pinched.
Chuck had never heard of this.
Okay, I have heard of it.
Yep.
I've never experienced it.
You've never
I'm
been
Irish. I mean, I've been pinched in my life.
Right, but for not
Right.
wearing green.
Back in the 40s when those coppers picked me up, I got pinched.
I got pinched.
When you weren't
Jeez,
wearing
it's the
green,
fuzz.
when were you getting pinched?
I don't know. In life, I don't remember specific pinch scenarios. You know what I mean?
Pinch is funny.
It is
I
funny.
gotta say,
Yeah.
pinching is funny.
When I wouldn't let that kid copy off my test in 3rd grade, he just reached over and pinched me.
Well, pinches are often a language of love too. Pinches are often for children,
not
like
not in the Roar household.
well, there is no language of love in the Roar
Yeah,
household.
that's true.
There's language.
Yeah,
of,
there is. It's silence.
like a warm
Basket.
hug.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, cold hug.
Like what I imagine a hug would feel like.
Like a tepid pat on the back.
Yes.
It was never. I'm Irish, and like
Yeah.
it was. I know of the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it feels very American Irish.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it feels very like we need more lore for this holiday beyond get blackout drunk and now the river's green.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so then the pinches were born.
It was something about, it symbolizes a leprechaun taking your gold or
That's a stretch. That is a stretch.
It's a Laffy Taffy, a lime flavored Laffy Taffy, very green.
Yeah.
Stretch out. It's like teachers would gently pinch.
No.
Yeah. But then like
well, this was a different time.
Right.
This is when they were hitting with paddles.
Yes.
Paddle means bad. Pinch means good.
no, pinch in this case bad.
He was talking to me
Oh.
about pinches, like he was like shaking and traumatized.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Teachers pinch fine. They understand.
No teachers shouldn't.
No teacher should pinch.
That's the last
they're
person who's been
pinching-
pinching students.
Red flag.
Oh, come on.
Oh, does your pinch hurt? No, it's a gentle.
weird. It's creepy.
I
It's a
think any
gentle
pinch is weird.
Yeah.
I'll say other kids don't understand the difference between a gentle pinch and I'm going to try and put my thumb through your skin.
What was he doing?
Let me put
I
this.
was not wearing green.
I will help you, and I will put all of this into color terms.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
The ruling in St. Patrick's Day of if you don't wear green, you get a pinch.
Yes.
Yeah.
If a teacher does a pinch, regardless of whatever thing for a reason,
Right.
Yeah.
whatever reasoning may be, that is a red flag.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yep.
The children who do the pinch
Yep.
and don't know their own pinch strength,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That will lead to one of the worst war crimes that could ever be committed, which is a purple nurple.
Oh.
I was a child, some say.
At one point in my life.
we were all kids around roughly the same eras,
Yeah.
right? When you went through your chrysalis and then you came back
Yes.
out again as Brad, the new Brad.
Yes. The Wilson era.
Yeah.
Right after the Great War.
Yeah. Oh, it was right around the time where all those cicadas were.
Yes. I would love to go into hibernation for 17 or 19 years, emerge for one summer, scream, and then
Yeah, that's what
die.
cicadas do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. But it is weird where it's like I remember that news being news.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
The cicadas are here again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like they're super loud. They fuck a bunch. They die, and then the new ones go back underground.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, okay. The Earth is not weird.
Yeah.
The Earth isn't scary.
Oh, yeah.
But the purple nurple, I believe, is a war crime. And maybe it's because I'm biased. Maybe it's because I'm a large man who went through, puberty. Man, so much puberty in this podcast, and it's mostly me bringing it to the table. But it's because I have a child on the cusp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
for
so
sure.
It's front of mind.
Right.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
about puberty all the time.
No, I know you're going through it actively.
I think I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a prolonged.
I think I
puberty.
started going through it, and then something broke, and I'm still there.
Yeah, like there's the Eras tour for Swifties, but then there's the puberty era
Yeah.
for
Right,
Chuck.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, and it's
So far,
gonna be-
26 years.
Yeah, and just like in history, you can count it in how many kings there were or queens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chuck said 2.
Chuck is at 2.
Yep.
A king and a queen.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Were your nurples often bepurpled?
I did get a bepurpled Nurp, and the Purp Nurp perpetrator. This is fucking silly. I like it, but whatever. It is fun. It sometimes when you're circling a drain,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
like it does. You kind of look over at the other people in the whirlpool of it, going like, "It is a fun ride."
Yeah, I like it.
As soon as we go down the little black hole, then it's bad.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
right.
you knew who it was because he had just had some soda and he belched. So you were like, the purple nurples Purp.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
That happened.
I don't know if we have more. I mean, syrup.
Yeah.
Syrup.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
So it was a thing that happened like middle school era, right? It would happen,
Yeah.
and there was nothing. I don't think there was a thing that could make me like, oh, I guess we're doing fight now. I guess you're gonna catch these fists.
Yep.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
When someone would do that, that
Yep.
was my like. You've now hit the nuclear option.
Yeah.
Would they have to purple it enough, or would like a little bit of purple be okay?
Like a
listen,
lilac,
as
a lavender.
as a heavy set puberty boy, I had a lot of issues with nurples.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't want to talk about my nurples. I didn't want to think about my nurples.
No.
I didn't want other people to talk or think about my nurples. I was very self-conscious. I was nurple conscious.
Yeah.
Right?
I think so.
And so when the purples came for those nurples, I was ready to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you got a problem.
Yeah.
And that problem is this fat little titty boy. He's going to fuck you up.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I just pictured pointing to like a fat little titty boy, and he's like, and he's just ready to fight, right? It's the Rizzler sitting next to him, and he's like, and he's just ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It was about self-consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Also, even if I was like a string bean stick of a man,
Yes.
Yeah.
no one wants a purple
No,
nurple.
no.
That's true. I mean, of course, that goes for a lot of the wedgies, the wet willies, the Indian sunburns, like all that kind of stuff.
Those I asked for.
Yes.
No, because I was developing a kink.
Yeah.
I have a tease kink.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm kidding. Ooh, wouldn't that be fun? Do you think there are people with a tease
Yes.
kink?
100%.
Like I want like school playground level teasing
Right.
Oh,
in my boudoir.
that's a little bit specific.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I think degradation.
I want cute little rhymes about how I'm a bad little boy. You know?
Ray and Bradley sitting in a tree.
You're about to see my nurples.
But yeah, he talked like about those pinches like they were H-bombs. It was crazy.
So where you grew up, this was a real deal thing.
Where and when I grew up, I assume,
Well,
God,
the
I hope.
depression. People were bored.
Yes, I hope teachers are not still pinching children. That honestly, that was more my concern. Was that like teachers went along with this
Yeah.
for kids who were not wearing green on St. Patrick's Day?
Here's why I'm against it too, because we mentioned Uncle O'Grimacy here. He would be, of all people, he would be the one being like, "Gotta wear green."
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't want to think of any grimace pinching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A grimace can't pinch.
That's true.
Those fingers are not. There's not enough rigidity
Right.
in a grimace finger.
Living
Yeah, you might be
milkshake.
to do a
right.
pinch. It's more of just a. It's like a. I don't even know.
It's
Like,
like
checking a loaf of bread.
It's like an empty oven mitt.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
soft. There's
So
nothing
therefore, it's
to
not a
it.
pinch.
Well,
Yes.
It's a. I don't know.
Grope.
It is
It's
a
a
grope. It's a grope.
Groped
Yeah.
by Grimace.
Yeah.
That is going to be on Amazon as an erotic something or other.
Hell yeah.
I want to hear about how bad these pinches got. That's why. He
It's
seems-
weird because I don't think the teacher pinches were bad, but I think the other student pinches were bad.
Okay, we'll talk about them.
What do you mean? Like how do you talk about?
I've never been pinched by another student where I had to change my behavior, and so I think it's interesting.
Well, it's once a
that's
year.
unfortunate.
Yeah,
And that's on those
really,
pinchers
that
for
would
not really nailing it down.
would have helped. I think it's just kids hurt other kids.
wow.
Yeah, hurt kids hurt kids.
Yeah,
Yikes.
and I'm sure it was a thing. And honestly, I may never have been like pinched by a teacher. I thought it was weird, and then I'm like, yeah, this weird tradition. And Chuck's like, that's not a tradition. Nobody's ever done that.
You talked talked about it like it ruined your life as a child.
It would be funny if it turned out only one teacher did this to you, told you it was a thing, and no one else did
That's
it.
true. It was like, it's our secret, Bradley.
It was just a
You got to wear
molestation.
green.
Yeah, you just had a molest.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
I don't
that's
think
funny.
I don't think I was molested.
And then Chuck saying is like, I don't think I was molested.
Yeah.
He was disappointed. Oh, I didn't get molested. That is very funny.
Yeah.
What a weird transition into this.
Yes.
But speaking of
Pinching.
symbols of other things, right? I think I'm trying to do a connection.
Sure,
here.
sure.
It's
lime
tenuous.
green, lime green Laffy Taffy.
Yes, it's stretching. Oh my God, it's sagging. It
Yep.
really is.
Yeah.
The taffy.
That's okay.
So I very rarely do this. I went to a comedy show, like as an audience member.
Okay.
I'd never do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, even when people are coming that I like, near to me, I often just get on the show.
Yeah.
You know, I'm spoiled that way.
Right.
Where if it's somebody I like, I can probably work with them.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
only a few where I'm like, I don't know who to talk to for that. Right.
Sure.
It's just out of my wheelhouse. Recently, Paul F. Tompkins was performing his Varietopia tour here
Yes.
a few days ago.
Yes.
Yes,
in
that's right.
Westerly.
Uh-huh.
And like I've done shows at that venue, but I don't know the people that run the venue.
Right.
Yeah.
I know the people that produce the shows, and that's so different too.
It's also
where
like-
they don't know him.
Right.
It's like two things away because they would have to talk to these people who would have to talk to these people.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's so frustrating where I'm like, I know a lot of people
Yes.
that are connected to Paul F. Tompkins, but I don't know Paul F. Tompkins.
Yeah.
And he's in LA and has not done stand up for quite a while.
Right.
But he's so important to my stand up. Like he was one of those figures for me.
Yeah.
Yes.
He opened up that whole idea of riffing and like the positivity, and I'm just like, God damn, I love this so much. His first album, Impersonal, I highly recommend it. It's one of my favorite stand-up comedy albums. So I so rarely go to shows because it's like a busman's holiday.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Like when I go and do a show, you know what I don't do? Go home and like watch a Netflix stand-up special.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I was just doing it and watching it and like experiencing it,
Right.
you know. But this person was coming, and I went out to see this show. I made a point to buy tickets for it. It was Scott Thompson from Kids in the Hall.
Yes.
On his tour as Buddy Cole, the character from
Right.
Kids
Yes.
in the Hall. And it was called The Last Glory Hole. And it's kind of like the farewell of Buddy Cole tour.
Yeah.
You know, I love Kids in the Hall. I've
Yes.
talked about it in the past. You know, I'm friends with Kevin and I do shows with him. This was actually at the place I worked with him last, which
Okay.
was kind of nice. That
Right.
was fun to go and be like, hey, I know the sound guy. This is
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And I had talked to Kevin and I was like, let him know I'm coming just like so he doesn't see this lumbering creep coming towards him with a smile. You know what I mean? And get worried, which was nice. So when I met Scott afterwards, he was just like, oh, you're Ray. Okay, great. So that felt, you know, a little part of my comedy idolhood was just like, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about the show because it's so unique. He's a character thing, so it's more one-man showy.
Okay.
It was hilarious. It was next level funny to
Yeah.
me, and it was so great seeing such a like mix of people in the audience.
Yeah.
Young, older. It's Kids in the Hall. That's like not even really our generation as millennials, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more Brad's generation as a boomer.
Yep.
And no, but like Gen X,
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
It's
sure.
very Gen X.
Yeah, for sure.
They were punk in the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I was gonna say they feel like right before my time.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
terms of being able to watch stuff.
Right. And like the reason I was experienced Kids in the Hall to begin with was because Comedy Central
Yes.
just played reruns all the time.
Right.
Exactly.
I never saw Kids in the Hall when it was airing.
I think that's your Kids in the Hall is my Upright Citizens Brigade.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause it was the same thing. Comedy Central would just like I'd get home from school at like 2:00, 2:15, and they would just be on.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know?
it's ingrained in my head. Two to three on Comedy Central after school.
Yep.
Kids in the Hall, and then like late at night they would just play like here's 6 episodes.
Exactly.
You know, which sucks that isn't a thing.
Right.
How can we not have that? It's dirt cheap to just show these old things.
To syndicate like that.
Yeah, just like Comedy Central. I want to be like, hey, don't like. Hey, MTV is doing it with ridiculousness. It's
true.
the ridiculousness channel.
Right.
Comedy Central is, what are you doing?
I was just gonna say, what is Comedy Central now?
Comedy Central is like not even. You know what I mean? I think they do The Daily Show and like that's it.
South Park.
Oh, South Park.
We were
Is that it?
we were in Chuck's living room yesterday, and in his YouTube algorithm, there was a video like on the top line of like how Comedy Central became irrelevant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
It's a real bummer. I mean, as a stand-up comic, I know it because it used to be like that was such a launching pad, or at least like a step up or a big help for your career to get, if you got a 30, holy shit.
Yep.
But even like the showcasey ones.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like those are gone too. It's crazy.
Nick Swartzen had a huge half hour. Dane Cook had his first big half hour. Like a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff that people know were on that was on the Comedy Central half hour.
My experience with stand-up for years was just seeing Comedy Central half hours.
Right.
Kevin
was just
James
that.
has an awesome one too.
Yes, he does.
Wow,
There's
that's crazy.
there's some that stand out, like unexpected ones.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Bill Bellamy's half hour
I bet.
Yes.
was great.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had a bit. He did a lot of like growing up material
Right.
in that special, and as a kid, I loved it. The story of him and his sister playing board games late at night when they're supposed to be asleep and being really quiet. They snuck to the closet. They got the board games and they were playing Trouble.
Yep.
Yeah.
And his whole bit of explaining when they have to push down the bubble to do the thing, like,
Yeah.
and trying to be really, really quiet. It's a great bit.
Yeah.
yeah, that is great.
But yeah, you get all these different experiences because of that. Amazing Jonathan's half hour.
So what is Comedy Central now? I don't understand it. What do they air?
I have no idea.
Reruns of stuff, and they aren't making new shit, and it's like The Daily Show and South Park, and I think that's it. I think
Yeah.
the last time they produced something where it was like a standout was probably Broad City.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Detroiters, I think, was either right before or during that. But it's insane where it's like, you guys made Broad City, you made Detroiters relatively recently.
Right.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's
What is
really
there?
weird.
Yeah, it's crazy. But so it was super important. I loved the Kids
Right.
in the Hall thing. The last thing I want to say about the specials is like, as a stand-up, because I brought up the Amazing Jonathan thing, like the full circle feelings are so fulfilling to me because of those.
Yeah.
When I worked with Amazing Jonathan a few times, I was an adult man, but when I was working with him, I was that kid.
Yeah.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
I'm
of
like,
course.
holy shit, here I am with this.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Of course you are.
So I got to go to this show, and it was a funny thing because, Kevin's a pal, and last time Kids in the Hall was on tour, when they were in Boston, Kevin was like, come to the show. I got tickets waiting for you, and then you got to come backstage after the show. And I'm like, yes, he knows how important Kids in the Hall is to me. So that was like one of those oh my god moments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was really, really fantastic. The show was killer. So many good things. And then going backstage afterwards was delightful, and now I feel nothing but regret about it.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, truly. I did the wrong thing when I went. I did not expect to talk about this. I was only going to talk about the Buddy Cole's show. So we see the show. It's fantastic. My friend Tom, I brought him with me because he's a huge Kids in the Hall fan too.
Right.
We go backstage. Kevin's there. He brings us into the green room, and Mark and Scott had already gone to the bus because they were tired.
Okay.
So it's Dave Foley, Bruce McCullough, Kevin McDonald.
Right.
I'm friends with Kevin. I'm meeting Bruce and Dave for the first time.
Right.
I love both of them.
Yep.
Bruce, his writing is amazing. You know what I mean? He had 2 albums that were like spoken word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they're amazingly specifically Bruce,
Yeah.
right? So I am having a moment when we walk in there, and they're delightful, right? Obviously, Kevin's my friend, so I feel welcome. The fact that he did this is wonderful and generous, great. Dave Foley immediately, oh, hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
This is great. Bruce, like being Bruce a little bit, like, oh, very nice, that kind of thing. And then Kevin says something that, like, to this day reverberates in my mind. He's like, this is Ray. This is the comedian that has opened for me. Remember the album I was playing you guys on the bus? And they went, oh, yeah, Ray. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are funny. And he's like, oh, he's funnier than me and all this other stuff. That moment is insane to me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Right? Like these idols, these comedy idols of mine that were so important to me to hear, like, oh, they were listening to my album on their butt. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I
of
mean?
course, yeah.
So I'm having all of that happen in my brain. Dave goes, you want a beer? And he goes to hand me a beer. And I went, oh, no, that's okay. I don't want to take your beers. It's okay.
Yeah.
I went that direction.
Yeah.
Wrong move.
Always wrong.
Yeah.
Always
Always
wrong.
take the beer.
I-
Always take the beer.
I thought about this because I was always the guy who was more towards the side of like, no
I
help.
don't want to put you
No
out.
help.
I'm
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Even handing me a glass of water is too much.
Yes,
And
yes.
eventually, I was in my 20s. Probably, I was like, always take the thing they offer.
Mm-hmm.
Always
Yeah.
take it because it's communal. It's
a
the
gesture.
breaking bread.
Yes,
blah blah blah.
yes.
But
Well-
I fight that urge.
I know.
I still have the urge.
Yeah, it's a bad one. And to this day, my friend Tom gives me shit about not taking the beer
Yeah.
because I said no, he had to say no.
Yeah.
And what happened after that is they're drinking a beer and having a chat, and it's all casual.
And you're separated.
And we are just sort of standing there.
Yeah.
We're having a conversation, but it doesn't feel as casual.
Right.
It
Yes.
still feels like performer fan.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And like as soon as it happened, I went, oh, I should have taken that beer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's too late. I can't be like, you know what? I'll take that beer. And it would have been an excuse where you hang out, you drink the beer, you have a
Yeah.
chat.
Of course.
I didn't want to sit down. I didn't want to interrupt. I didn't want to do any of those things. So I really went to a place in my mind where I'm like, just stand in the corner and be happy you're here.
Yeah.
And it was so dumb. It was so dumb. And then I wrapped it up
Yep.
and was like, all right. And I got a quick picture with everybody. And I went so quickly out of there. Kevin kind of came running after me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And da-da-da-da. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I joked about it with him. Like, sorry, I was so awkward in the green room. He's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But later on we talked and it's like, that's kind of a lot of people that talk to them anyway.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But it was a moment where it was really stupid. So I really wanted to meet Scott that night.
Yes.
And I'm so excited that I got to do that.
Right.
And I kind of made up for that moment. And it was really, really nice. He's genuinely wonderful. That show is doing something I feel is like vitally important right now.
Yeah.
We've talked a lot, probably off mic, about stand-up comedy, where things are in comedy,
Right.
the views of things, the fucking culture war that happens in it,
Right.
all that stuff. And Scott Thompson's voice is vital because Scott Thompson comes from a different time. He was openly gay as a fucking television personality
Yeah, right.
in a time where it was like you could get beaten to death.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's wild.
Yeah.
And he was out and he was just like, so many sketches are about the gay experience.
Right.
I mean, oh my God, I remember a sketch of there these guys in a subway station are like kicking the crap out of somebody else, maybe Dave. And Scott is one of the aggressors, and it's a group of like straight guys gay bashing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Mark McKinney comes out with a terrible costume store Dracula cape.
Yeah.
And he's like, unhand him. And he's this guy, and he's saying he's straight, and the guys are like, oh, okay, yeah, totally. It's wild.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like, oh, that's 1990?
Yeah.
So I really appreciate his voice because he's talked about it before. He comes from that era, and he comes from an era when like the AIDS epidemic was ripping through the community.
Yeah.
And nothing was happening. And literally it was people dying,
Yep.
just so many people,
Yeah.
with a government being like, it's not even real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it is, it's because they deserve it.
Yeah, right,
It's
right.
heinous.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
disgusting. And so he comes from that era, right? He comes from this place of like, this is the fight we fought.
Yeah.
And I think that's vital. And I think a new generation doesn't know that fucking struggle.
Yeah.
And hearing his angle on things is fantastic. I remember a long time ago he had said on a podcast, maybe it was Marin, No, they're trying to put gay men into like, we're just white men now, white straight men. And he's like, and I'm not getting on that boat.
Yeah.
I'm not getting on that boat. And I get it because he's coming from a real fight.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And this show, like the first half is classic Buddy Cole, go after everybody.
Right.
You know, no limits. The stuff that like people that want to be edgelord comedians do.
Yeah.
But it's hollow.
Yeah.
Comes with meaning.
Yeah,
Right.
right.
And it was hysterically funny. It
Yeah.
was really, really good. So many lines that I loved. And then about halfway through, he pivots to talking about current events. He talks about what's going on. He talks about the trans community. He talks about a lot of that stuff. And it is not necessarily kind to some of it.
Yeah, right.
But it's coming from a real position that I have to respect, which is essentially that. Like, I'm coming from this era where there was a literal fight for life and death to get to this era. And we wouldn't be here without that struggle before.
Right.
I agree, right? And I think his voice has value. I really hope this special or this show that he's touring, we talked about it afterwards, when I was chatting with him.
Right.
We talked about that idea, and he's just very hopeful that it does get to the point where it's a special.
Yeah.
And it gets out there. And I think the message is fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when it does, it will inevitably be an absolute fight. I think there are going to be people that are furious he's even talking about
Right.
the trans community.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's going to be people on the other side that are like taking it so the wrong way. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so there's a lot of that stuff. And what's crazy is a lot of what he talked about is that point.
Yeah.
Is that idea. And it was really wonderful. By the end of the show, it was moving. It's Buddy Cole.
Yeah.
It's called The Last Glory Hole.
Right.
He opens the show talking about basically going to the Middle East. He talks about blowing everybody in a mosque.
Yeah.
It's insane,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right? Like, and I was filled with hope, and the hope was overflowing. It
Yeah.
was spilling out the sides of my mouth and things like that.
Yeah.
And but it's valuable. It's
Right.
not
Yeah.
empty.
Yeah.
And it gets to a point where he takes, I don't want to spoil it. I guess it's not a spoil, but he takes the Buddy Cole stuff off and then does, for the end of the show, 15 minutes of straight stand-up
Yeah.
as Scott Thompson and says in it, I'm doing this. I want to be clear. This is me talking.
Right.
Yeah.
This is not a character. I want that known. And it's really great. It's powerful. And it was, I have not seen a comedy show either in person or, watching a special
Right.
that had this happen. And that voice is so important. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
It made me realize so much about like everything we're talking about. And it does feel to a degree where this house that was built with blood, sweat, and tears, it feels like new people are moving in
Yeah.
who have no connection to it,
Yeah.
going, well, why is the kitchen over there?
Yeah.
Right? That's what it feels like. And it's I think it's a really valuable voice. So I guess, viewer, listener, if you see the Buddy Cole Last Glory Hole show is coming to an area where you live, seek it out, go see it. It is phenomenal. I really, really, and I don't do that. I don't fucking soapbox for a comedy show,
Right.
Not even my own or ours.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was really, really great. I'm sorry to blather about it, but it
No,
was.
that's
right.
great.
I went to see it. I got stuck behind a guy who was like 6'7".
Yeah.
He's a big guy. I couldn't see the stage, constantly leaning over and talking
That
to
guy
his
was
wife.
yelling like, "Do the mosque joke again."
Yeah,
Yeah.
just really. And then he's like, I get to go meet him afterwards. He's bragging to everyone around him.
I'm gonna meet him. I'm a friend of a friend. Right? Yeah.
No thanks for the beer.
I'll skip it.
Yes.
No, I walk up and I'm like, "Do you want a beer?" Like really aggressive.
When we did a thing for the old podcast, and Chuck was like, if they ask us to go to like a party after this event, we have to say yes. And I'm like, do we though? And we
It's a
did,
thing,
and
man.
you know, it was the whole thing of, you know, we did the interview. Do you want to come see the movie? Yes, of course. Do you want to, you know, we're at the movie. They're like, are you coming to the party? And we're like, yes, of course. And I'm like, I just want to be home asleep. And Chuck's like, it's 4 p.m. And I'm like, I said what I said, and I stand by it.
It's really tough. I was talking to Kalina about it on the drive to the show because I went with Kalina, which was so fun because we haven't gone to do a thing in a long time.
Right.
Yeah.
I was talking about that whole idea, and it's all from my anxiety. It's
Yes.
all
Me too.
from the
Yes.
anxiety. And my instinct is always to run away as soon as I've made like a good impression. Like
Right.
things are good, get out now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Otherwise, I'm going to overthink everything
Yeah.
while I'm talking.
You win your
Yeah.
first hand of blackjack. You're like, I'm up $5. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's weird. Like I remember Dan Schlissel from Stand Up Records has given me shit about this endlessly for years. When I first met him, he was at a comedy thing. I didn't know he was going to be there, and I got off stage and I'm outside, and Dan walks up to me and he's like, "Hi, I'm Dan Schlissel. I run Stand Up Records." He hands me his card and he's like, "Great set," and he's chatting to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh fuck!" Like at that point I was maybe just starting to headline shows. I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh God, oh fuck!" It's Stand Up Records.
Yeah.
I know the albums that they've put out, and I got excited. I made a good impression, and he gives me shit about this. He said somebody came up, asked him a question. He turned and answered their question, and when he turned back, I was gone.
Yeah.
Like dust outline of
Yeah.
my body. Pew! And because I was like, I made a good impression. He said he liked my set. Everything was fine. I got the card. I can follow up later.
Yep.
Get out now.
Yep.
And it is a weird instinct. And I think I wonder about like, what have I missed out on?
Right.
Because I've been like, I should get out of here.
I have the exact same thing. I really thought about it a lot when I was dating, where it's like I would talk to a girl, and let's say it's online, wherever it is, even in person, and you ask them out. As soon as they say yes, and it's like, we're going to go out on Friday, I am like, okay, I'll talk to you soon. And I try
yeah.
to not have conversations with them between then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm like, right now I'm at a high. The only thing I can do is bring down
I can
my
only fuck it up.
average.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing.
I mean, you were also scared that Chris Hansen might walk out.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go.
Yeah, listen, always take a beer if they offer it.
Yeah.
But if they say there's cookies in the kitchen, get out.
I also, you know what I hate? And this is kind of necessary. I don't smoke weed. I can't take smoke into my lungs. It makes me feel I even think that some of this is because I was around a lot of cigarette smoke recently. So when there's the people passing the joint around,
Oh, sure.
I always have to be like, no thanks. And I always am just like, it separates me a little bit.
Sure. That's how I feel as I don't drink.
Yeah, same
Right.
thing.
I also I partake of the marijuana, but only at night, right before I go to bed.
Right.
Same.
And it's Pavlovian at this point. I don't want to do it before that. And as a comic, it's often offered. You know, I had a guy hand me, like, he was like, I loved your weed bit, because I have a bit about the vape and anxiety
Yep.
and that's the whole thing. And he handed me a vape, brand new, and it was like 2 grams. It was like so much.
Yep.
And he's like, I got this from this dispensary up in northern Maine. We were in Connecticut for this show. And he's like, I want you to have this. And it was like one of those, it was very hacky sack.
Maple syrup flavored vape.
The moment was extremely hacky sack.
Yeah.
He was like, I want you to have this. Is for you. It's
very
And
nice.
it was like that was, and guess what, sir? If you watch or listen to this show,
Definitely a fun bear.
it was fantastic. Thank you very much. But I don't. And so when people are like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna," you know what I mean? I feel weird.
Of course, me
I
too.
feel bad.
Me
I
too.
I just talked to Kyle Kinane about this, because last time we worked together, he's like, somebody gave me this pre-roll. I'm probably gonna go do that now. Do you want to come?
I
do
know.
That? And I was like, I don't really do it now. And I had to talk to him later. I was like, listen, to be clear, it wasn't judgment. It wasn't
Right.
anything like that. But that's why I didn't take the beer.
Yeah.
It's because I'm like, well, I don't drink.
Yep.
I know.
Occasionally I will, but yeah.
I as a straight edge without the soapbox guy, I'm on the outside of every situation I'm ever in.
That's why he started drinking coffee, is because of
Social
in.
pressure.
social peer stuff.
That's 100% true.
Well-
Is that Chuck was like, you piece of shit, drink coffee. He's kicking me. He's
It was mostly pinches.
yes.
Yeah, it was a lot of pinches.
The worst. Well, honestly, it was the threat of one pinch, and I'm like, I got to start drinking coffee.
Man, what would I just forgot his name. Inventor of Mormonism,
Joseph Smith.
Joseph
Smith.
Yeah.
Damn, that's why I wanted to say John Smith. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's just an alias.
That's
Yes.
Pocahontas' boyfriend.
Yep.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, what would he think if you have all this coffee?
He would be disappointed.
He would be very. He would
be
look
very-
into his hat
Yep.
and read from the magic stone.
Yep.
And it would say Brad is a brat.
Yep.
And he's like, write it down.
That would be holy writ.
Yes.
I do think it's hilarious that he needed somebody to write it because he couldn't write it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a different episode.
Yep.
Oh, Brad, maybe you can do that for your
My mascot.
Your mascot.
My mascot is Joseph
is
Smith.
Mormonism, right? We'll go round robin. I'll do
Yeah.
Scientology.
Yeah.
Then you can do Judaism. What do you think?
I like that. Yeah.
That'll be good. That'll go
Yeah,
over.
poke all the holes in Judaism.
Yeah, that'll go over great.
Yes.
And then we'll get our classic like Chuck's take at the end.
Yeah.
Where it's like, how do you solve Israel Palestine?
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, this one's a little weird.
Yeah. Pinches.
Pinches.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's tear down these walls and build up these pinchers.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's a good Funbearable message, right?
Yeah.
If you're in a moment and you are feeling that self-awareness and over self-awareness and like self-consciousness
Yeah.
and worried about all these things, Funbearable says, Frankie, relax or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, Frankie, say relax.
Frankie say Funbearable, say relax.
Yeah.
New shirt idea.
Oh, yeah.
The font is so big.
Yes.
It's an extra long shirt. It goes
Yeah.
down to your knees.
Yep.
Some people call it a dress.
Yeah. But only some people.
Yeah, because fun, bear,
Bear,
able,
yeah.
says, relax,
Yeah.
right? The X at the bottom.
Yeah.
What is that? Relay for life?
Yes.
Let go. Let go. Have that beer, right? If you don't want to smoke marijuana, don't. But don't feel bad about standing there.
Yep.
You know what? Take it, pass it to the left.
Yeah.
I was thinking about
Just
doing
pass
the
it.
fake. You could do the
Oh
fake.
no, then you're a fraud.
Yeah.
Then you're a fraud and you're just giving into peer pressure where you're like, I didn't inhale. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so.
I say own it. Own that like, oh no, I'm good. Because in the times where I have taken that advice, it's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody really gives a shit.
I will say there's never been a situation where I've socially, especially marijuana, that I'm like, oh no thanks, that somebody has been like judgy about it.
Yeah.
I've met a lot of people when I'm like, I don't drink.
Oh,
and they're
yes.
they're
Oh,
like,
it's a different thing.
we'll
It's a
get-
totally
we'll-
different thing.
We'll get you to drink.
Oh yeah. That's a whole thing.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
pinches, that's when the Nurps get
Yeah.
really hit.
The verbal
the
pinches.
The Nurps get bepurped.
oh, the perp of the Nurp is derp.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to bring something else to the table. I don't know what Frankie Say Relax is from, and I don't know what it is. I know.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yeah.
the shirts,
Yeah, yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
I've seen the shirts as well. I think it's from a band.
There was a band called Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
That's right.
And I
And
think
they
they had
did
a song,
Relax.
Relax.
Don't do
Wow.
it when you want to get to it.
Something
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Relax. Don't do it
Don't do
when
it.
you want to come.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm like, what? When
It's-
I was a kid
it
and I
is
heard
about
it, I'm
coming,
like,
right?
yeah, I'm like, is this about not fucking, or is it about wearing a condom? When I was a kid, hearing that song, I was
Yeah.
like, what? Because
Yeah.
like Salt and Peppa, they did one about fucking, but it was like you got to wrap that shit up.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You got to put a fucking Jimmy hat on that.
Yes.
Thing.
Yeah.
Jimmy.
On the hat of the Jimmy.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you gotta if you want to get in here, you gotta fucking wear a
Yep.
jacket.
So
And don't do a Brad and double socket, as he likes to call it.
It's an
pinch me.
over condom.
Yeah, the over
Oh,
condom.
maybe that's why he's so scared of pinches, because the sock pinched his foot and
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
made him all deformed in the foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you said you wear the second condom to keep the first condom clean because you don't want the first condom to get anything.
Yes.
Exactly. That's right.
But no, what is that song about? Is that song about
I think
not
it's about
fucking or
not
wearing
ha-
a condom?
I think it's about not coming. I think it's about having sex and being like, slow down. Like you don't want to come too early.
I think it's saying, like, let's. We are now academically breaking down
Sure.
the lyrics of this. I think what Frankie is saying.
Yep.
In the moment is he is saying, relax. Okay.
Yep.
Don't do it.
Right.
Yep.
when you want to get to it, right? Don't do it when you want to get to
right.
it.
When you want to get to
don't
it.
do it when you want to come. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting.
I think Frankie is saying like, you don't have to fuck.
Yeah.
And then it's weird that became such a thing that people are wearing shirts that are essentially like, I'm celibate.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Maybe that's good though, because maybe that turns a positive thing for the incel. You know what I'm
They
saying?
don't have to be so outsidery.
There weren't as many school shootings when Frankie was saying relax.
Yeah. Let's get Frankie back in the classroom.
Get Frankie. Is he still in Hollywood? He went to a home.
Yeah.
Frankie goes to a home.
Frankie goes to a home.
Yeah, that's
Frankie
afterwards.
mumbles, "Put me out of my misery."
Yeah. That is weird.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I remember when I was a kid. Do you remember the song "Laid" by what?
James. Yeah.
His name was just James.
Yes, it was.
It was James Polk,
Yeah, James.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
James.
the
one of the
President.
founders.
Yep.
It was the
Lot of
song.
lore.
was like-
Tell me about this song because it doesn't sound familiar. I am going to
You
briefly look up what the gist of Frankie says.
Okay.
Relax.
Yeah, do that. Laid is like.
messed around with gender roles.
Yeah.
Dyed my eyes and called me pretty.
You would. Yeah, you would know that part.
You'll know that song.
Yeah, here, let me
Are
play.
you
a
talking
tiny-
about the song from
Kitchen skewers. Yeah. I don't know.
Raising Arizona?
It might be.
It might be from that.
It's a western.
No,
I
that's
don't know
not.
if it's
That's
that.
not. No, this is like Brit pop.
I have no service in here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have service, Bradley?
Ready?
You would be the arbiter to say what Frankie Says Relax is about. Oh, yeah.
I think so.
She only comes when she's on top.
This is the part that everyone knows.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I know that song.
So I was listening to that when I was like,
It's a good song.
I think it's an actually good song.
Yeah.
I was listening to it when I was probably 13 in the car, right? And my mom's in the car, whatever. And I'm listening to it, and like the beginning of it like has like a second lyric, and it's like, and she only comes when she's on top. And my mom is like, what the hell kind of song is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's like, it's a pretty direct and dirty line
Sure,
to have
yeah.
in like a mainstream single.
But what if it means she only comes around when she is
Winning a fight.
when she's doing well? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
When things aren't bad is when she shows up.
Maybe that's part of the double meaning.
But when things get bad, she's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
She doesn't come when she's on the bottom, although it sounds just as dirty.
She goes when she's on the bottom.
Oh, gross.
Ooh, no, that sounds bad.
His whole song is about sexual things, though.
Oh, okay.
It messed around with gender roles. Like, it's all sex, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
I think. Brad knows better than me.
Could it possibly be
Yes.
there was a small food fight at a restaurant called Genda's
Yeah.
and they threw the dinner rolls.
Yeah.
So they messed around with gender rolls.
Yep.
I will say, do you want to hear the two lyrics before that?
Okay.
This bed is on fire with passionate love.
Yeah.
The neighbors complain about the noises above.
Okay. See, now this is about gardening.
But
Yeah.
she only
It's-
comes when she's on top.
It's a flower bed.
I see.
Yeah.
There you go.
And it's filled with love because they planted this together.
Second verse doesn't seem so sex. Maybe it is about plants, like you said. I
Just
like that.
the Wikipedia of the song "Relax." Mark O'Toole, one of the performers in Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Oh.
When people ask you what "Relax" was about, when it first came out, we used to pretend it was about motivation, and really, it was about shagging.
But is it
I want some specific shag.
pro shag or no shag?
It is pro shag.
I think
But
it's-
he's saying don't do it.
I think he wants the sex to last longer. I mean, I've been in a situation.
Suggestive sleeve and its lyric, which centered on the oft-repeated "Relax, don't do it." When you want to sock it to it, relax, don't.
thought he said
don't
get
do it.
to it.
When you well, he said. Holly Johnson admitted while the label claimed the lyric was "When you want to sock it to it," he was actually singing "When you want to suck it, chew it."
Oh, Jesus.
Ew.
Chew it.
Ew.
I don't chew. Do you chew?
No.
Do you get chewed?
No.
I've had some teeth.
Listen, I've been on some bumpy roads. You know what I mean? There was that time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there was that. Oh my God, there was that time we fell down the Joker stairs.
Yeah.
There was some chew there.
Yeah.
There was a bit of chew.
Yeah, it's about prolonging your lovemaking.
So it is about not
okay.
not coming.
But I would take it as, if it's a pro fucking, I would take it as relax. Don't do it, like, don't overthink it. Maybe I'm taking it that way because of like take the beer.
Yep.
Relax. Don't do it. Like, don't overthink it.
Yeah, right.
All right, just relax
Yep.
when you want to go to it.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, when you want to come, meaning like you want to be there for that pleasure-ish fun.
Yeah.
It's a tough
Pleasure-ish
rhyme
fun.
between come and pleasure-ish fun.
Yeah, pleasure-ish. Pleasure-ish.
Pleasure-ish.
Pleasure-ish.
Can you rewind to the chewing thing so I can say a joke?
Chewing?
Yes.
Yeah.
When
Relax, no matter what you're doing.
You keep don't suck and don't chew.
yeah, something
Something like that.
Oh.
So
Don't suck it, chew it.
Oh,
And
I
then
thought you
I-
wanted me to set you up for the rhyme.
no, and then so you said the thing about I've been on a bumpy road.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you ever use one of those chattering teeth as a sex toy?
Winding it up.
There you go.
Here we go.
yeah.
Oh my God.
You put a wallet in your mouth
Yeah.
to bite.
You take the wallet out of the toy
chattering
teeth,
teeth's
and
mouth.
then you put them in your mouth. Right? It's helpful because they just sort of stay there.
Yeah, exactly.
Make sure you wash the teeth.
Yeah.
Make sure you wash
And
the
I
wallet.
can't
wallet,
stress. I can't stress this enough.
Yep.
Wash the teeth.
Wash the
you
teeth.
have to wash your teeth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think that's a good message for Funbearable to have. Like, if you are second guessing yourself in a social scenario, relax.
Relax.
Funbearable says relax.
Yeah.
And then in a parentheses under it, like, this can mean, and then we include all of it. This can mean
Chattering teeth.
You should
Yes.
fuck.
Yeah.
This can mean you should not fuck. This can mean you shouldn't blow your load.
Right.
Right. And I don't know how the font would work for the exaggerated statement.
Yeah,
right?
we'd have to make it smaller.
Yeah. Or, well, no, it should be more inclusive too, because there's also not blowing your load. You know?
Yeah.
If you're a lady.
Right.
I'll say don't worry about second guessing it because you can always third guess it and fourth and fifth
Okay.
and sixth guess it.
Okay. How about there's always time afterwards?
Yes, you can always regret it later.
Relax.
Thank you.
Just do it.
Yeah.
No, we can't take
No,
just
can't
do
just
it.
do it.
Yeah.
So relax. Just you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah. Try it.
Yeah, that's the chorus, by the way. It's you're gonna have a good time.
It says in the lyrics in parentheses, stutter.
Yeah.
Yeah, stuttering. I will say, is it kind of weird that this band has a song that's a t-shirt, but also it's not even like, relax, don't do it. It's not even just the song. It's
Yeah.
like Frankie, just the leader of the band, not says,
Yep.
relax.
Yeah.
That's a strange decision.
Listen, it was a different time.
A lot of cocaine.
Some would say that, I think this is actually true. I was just about to make a joke, and then I went, I think I hit on something real. So not some would say. I'm saying right now,
Yep.
Yep.
T-shirts
Yes.
of the late 80s and early 90s were the memes of their time.
Wow, that's good.
Yep.
That's good.
Yep.
Craig, put in the Inception bois right there. Like, bois, you know what I mean?
That
I
is
think
good.
they were.
That's good.
Eat My Shorts T-shirt.
Yep.
Bartman,
Well, I'm thinking like
Looney Tunes, but
Taz.
the Kid and Play.
Yep.
I'm thinking the actual full jokes too. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the No Fears,
Oh yeah.
you know?
Big Johnson.
Big Johnson was that was a whole thing. Co-ed,
Yep.
naked.
Female body inspector.
Yeah.
Yep. These are memes.
They're memes.
They're totally memes. The Big Dog shirts,
yeah.
those are dad memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're memes.
But I do think that might be true. I think the Frankie Say Relax is like a meme.
Maybe it is.
And maybe when those happened, people were like, this is the best way we can do it. It's the only way we really can. I don't have another way of putting this out where people can see it,
Right.
knowing that it's espousing what I believe.
Yeah.
And so they didn't have. That's sad that someone in like 1989
Yep.
didn't have like the Minions to tell people how they felt. You know what I mean?
To tell people how to vote.
Right. And I think And I think that's where we went wrong. And
Yeah.
I think that's where a lot of the bad things that came with that era
Yeah.
are because we didn't have the minions to speak for us.
I think Garfield might have been the minions of the time.
Garfield was a meme.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Garfield was a meme. Went so far as to be little suction cups on a window.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're memes.
I think so too.
Because what are bumper stickers at the time if not memes?
Yeah.
They're memes. I think you're right.
It's memes all the way down.
Yeah.
Calvin pissing. Part of a
Meme.
meme.
Yeah.
That's
Totally.
that's a real meme. Like, you know how they have like the frog that does things? What's his name, that frog? That he's poorly drawn. He's from Ford.
Pepe.
Yeah.
Pepe.
Yeah.
That's the Calvin pissing.
Sure.
Because they have him do a million different things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. That's an interesting.
This is
philosophy
we're really,
101.
we really hit something here.
Wow.
I don't know what to do with it.
We got to talk to the government.
They're going to try and stop it.
Yes.
Stop what?
Everything.
What we just talked about.
Progress.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
they're trying
Listen,
to
if
stop.
I've learned anything, don't get into specifics about what the bad thing is they'll do.
Yeah.
Just say they'll do bad things.
Okay, that's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
I think those are
You know what?
memes.
They keep finding new ways to surprise us with the bad things they do.
This
Yes.
is true. And I think memes are evolving.
Yep.
I think that's like we have the proto meme of t-shirts and bumper stickers before the internet.
Yes.
Right? Then we grow into, mass television viewing.
Yes.
And, those water cooler moments. Those are memes, right?
I'll say the office fax machine was a way to send memes.
Yes.
And so you'd get a drawing of a toothbrush saying, "I think I have the worst job," and then a roll of toilet paper next to it saying, "Yeah, right."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was comedy.
Yeah. I think of all of the mugs.
Mugs are memes.
That were memes,
Yeah.
a Kathy.
Yeah.
That's an ack is a meme.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's evolved to now we're in before social media it was emails, right?
Yes.
We had the faxes, then we had the emails,
Yep.
and people sending emails of funny videos or funny picture or whatever. Then we get regular memes of social media times. Now we have children with brain rot
Yep.
Yeah.
that speak meme almost exclusively.
Yes.
And then we see the final iteration, which is a human-formed meme. A meme that has self-actualized and become the shadow president of this country, which is Elon Musk.
Yep.
Elon Musk operates only in meme.
Yeah.
He is like the.
He's a meme.
I was going to say, well, he's like the Vincent D'Onofrio at Men in Black, to bring it up in a third episode.
Yeah.
But full of memes.
Yeah, that's all he does.
Yeah.
He shows up at a thing with a specific, like, I had this made to say, it's this from the meme.
Yeah.
And everybody has to go,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that is meme in human form.
He's a meme man.
Yeah, if you cut him open,
Human meme.
it's all meme.
You know what? I'm not sure that that's true, but let's try it.
I think we should. I
Yeah.
think for science,
Yeah.
we
He
has
should
the
cut him
chainsaw.
open.
Yeah.
He does have the chainsaw, which is a meme as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's the meme.
Yeah, he's
He
the
bought
human meme.
Twitter and brought a sink.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
that sink in.
Yeah.
It's all meme.
It is meme.
And I think that's what Little X, that little child that he paid to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's his next iteration.
The new meme.
I think
Yeah.
he'll be even more meme than the other.
Son of meme.
Yeah, and then the meme will devour the meme,
Ugh.
Oh, wow.
and then we die, and then we're all meme.
Yeah.
Or
It's
more
Meme-ageddon.
We're more meme than man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh,
Meme-ageddon is
mice
coming.
and memes. Is that something? I just wanted to pick an M word.
Memories. Oh man, I do think there's something to the idea of the t-shirts and stuff being
Yeah.
the memes of that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bumper stickers. Big time.
Oh yeah, yeah. And now that it is just I see empty eyes in small children when they are like, "Let's go," and
Yeah.
stuff like that. I'm like, "Oh no,
Yep.
Yeah.
oh no."
Yeah.
I think we're all turning into parasites. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Anyway, that was a really negative way to end that thought. I apologize. But there's something to this idea
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
shirts and the bumper stickers.
I agree. No,
Yeah.
that was the memes of the time.
Tattoos.
Yeah.
Tattoos are memes now.
You think so?
I said that so deadly serious. I mean, one only needs to look
Yes.
at any limb of Jimmy the Hair Guy
Yeah.
to know. that the level of thought put into permanent ink on your body is roughly equivalent to share.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
funny.
man, memes through history.
I like it. You get more? You're trying to come up
I
with more?
don't. I
Franz Ferdinand was a meme. Don't you think?
which Franz Ferdinand?
Not the band.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
The victim of a shooting.
yeah.
Yes, that's right.
The fuse that was lit to start
The revolution?
the war,
Okay.
Great
the
war.
Great War. Which, boy, they had a lot of hubris.
Yeah.
When they called World War One the Great War,
When they called it
or
the war to end all wars.
Really?
I feel like one person should have been like, I mean, let's not put a bow on it
Yes.
yet.
I was
right?
going to say, like, that's kind of like the Jason, the Final Friday
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
of wars.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, here's Jason 6.
That's what happened. They
You know
were
what I
like,
mean?
this is the Great War. This is
They're,
the war
they're
to
like
end all
they're like
wars.
this war is so disgusting and so terrible
It'll
and
never happen again.
like we've learned our lesson.
That's what it was called, the war to end all wars?
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Because like basically the whole world was involved because of weird secret alliances, and then like that's when chemical weapons were introduced and trench warfare was terrible
Right,
and like
right.
Oh, it was disgusting and awful,
The
yeah.
killing machines had been developed to such a way that they were just capable of inflicting mass casualty.
Wow.
And it it ended, and then 20 plus years later they're like, all right, but now we have planes and
Yeah.
we have tanks,
Wow.
Yeah. And we're
And
gonna
they're good.
we're gonna
And-
do it again.
an atom bomb.
Yeah, and what's so crazy is the just how much of a repeat, like classic uncreative sequel.
Yeah.
It's like, guess what? Same enemy,
Yep.
but they're worse.
Yeah.
They're worse this time.
Yeah.
And they've got new weapons
Yeah.
that you haven't seen, and they're doing bad things in a new way.
Yep.
Dark Knight Rises.
It was very much historians do say that World War II was very much the Dark Knight Rises of wars.
I was going to say,
Yeah, because we all know that the Third World War won't be as fun. And we'll be like, there was a lot of weird choices in that one. And there will be masks on people
That's
going
true.
like that.
Right.
That'll be fun.
I like that.
That'll be fun. I can't wait to see what fun hat Elon Musk has for it. I said Musk's.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but no, that is a real the hubris of being like,
Guys,
this is it.
this-
Yeah.
There's nothing worse than this.
Yeah.
That is
No,
fantastic.
that's great.
Do you think they were they tempted in World War II
To be like,
let's call this the final one?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think at that point they were like, WW2, like we trademarked it. We've got all our merch.
I
Like,
think there's a pessimism to going from, because they never said World War One.
right.
Yeah, right.
That would be horrifying.
Yeah.
If you were,
They know.
if you're in it, you're in the trenches,
Yep.
and somebody's like, "Man, World War One is crazy." You're like, "Oh, wait, what?"
Yeah. That's the time traveler in the trenches
Yeah.
with you.
Like, no, just call it the war, please.
It's World War One and then parentheses of and then a question mark. And you're like,
Oh no.
yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a pessimism to then World War II happens, and they go, "We're going to call it World War II."
yeah, we're not
Yeah.
going to call it the war to end all wars again.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't like once they went to the number.
Yeah.
Because then once you go to the number, it just begs the question: what about 3?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And I would love if the tagline was the actual war to end all wars.
Yeah.
And they just took it and made it bigger.
Yeah.
Or the war to end all wars, and they can save the merch
Yeah.
by just adding like this time for real though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The real war, the actual one, like you said, is very fun. But I don't think we have. I don't think we've ended it.
Doesn't seem that way. I haven't
3.
checked the news lately.
Oh, don't.
Yes, that's probably
Don't.
for the
Frankie has
best.
said some rough stuff.
Yes.
Frankie has said, you're just reading all the
Oh,
lines.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, that T-shirt is really weird.
Yeah.
It says Frankie say, and then the font gets smaller and smaller and smaller, like the contract in Willy Wonka.
I could just make out the word vaccines.
Yeah, then I'm just staring at his groin because that's where the shirt words are.
Well, if you notice,
Shirt words.
there's an arrow going to the back, and then you got to turn the person around.
Oh
and
my
keep
God.
going.
This whole thing. And it's printed on the inside, too.
Yeah.
And it just
Keep
gets into a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pogroms everywhere.
Yeah.
I wanted to say progroms.
Yep.
But that's my fancy way of saying TV shows.
Yes.
My program.
My programs are on.
I like that this conversation has been in a classic Funbearable wobble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We've done a wobble.
Yeah. You know what though? The wobble to end all wobbles.
One day, maybe we'll get there. One day. I think it'll end with a big atomic bomb.
Yes, it will.
I think the idea of us as like a weeble wobble is because you throw a topic and it just keeps coming back up.
What about this?
World
what about
War
this?
II.
Yeah.
It's like it starts with a truffle.
Yeah. But I do think there is a through line through everything we've talked about. That's why it's a wobble, not an off the rails.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
I think so.
Yeah. This was valuable.
I think so. We linked it all. We linked it.
Yes.
It was a chain. There was a chain.
Yeah. So what are we going to do? How do we kick off World War III?
Oh, I think we're about to do it.
I think we just wait.
Yeah. I was gonna
Oh, it's
say-
just sort of happening?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to... I think like a lot of things, maybe this is actually a real thought. I don't know. It's half joke, half real thought.
Okay.
I think much like a lot of things today, I don't think we're going to get a distinct, this is World War III.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
it's just going to be a prolonged, shitty fucking time. And at the end, you'll look back and go, oh, when you put it all together,
Yeah.
that's like a World War III.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to be.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
A good question is kind of like, how long after a war until they say this was the war it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. But wouldn't it be kind of a consolation to be in this and be able to say, World War III?
Yeah.
You know, look, it's World War III. What are you
Right.
going to do?
Yeah.
You know, wasn't it kind of nice, even though all that negative stuff was happening during COVID, to sometimes be able to just sort of shrug and go, I mean, it's COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Of course.
Right?
You're putting it on somebody else.
Not even on somebody else. You're just putting it on, this is when I'm alive.
Exactly.
I'm alive in this time.
You're shifting the blame
Right.
to a time period.
Wouldn't it be fun to be able to, like, that's a silver lining to, like, you know, World
Terrible
War II,
things.
World War One, you
Yeah.
know, the revolution, any wartime, or just like, it's the time of cholera. What are you going to do? You know? I think
I'm
there's
looking
something
for
there.
love
Oh,
in
this
the
is
time,
a rough time
of
to
cholera.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a rough time
Yeah.
to do it. I think there's something freeing in being able to do that. And I think we should be able to say, like, I mean, it's 2025.
Yeah.
Anytime I can shift the blame, I shift it.
Oh, I know.
I'm a shifter.
Yeah, you've ground those gears to nothing.
I'm
from
shifty.
shifting.
I think outwardly I shift, but inwardly I shift toward me, where I'm like, you know what, it's my fault that
But I think
that this government is happening.
I think that inward shift
Yep.
is secretly very passive aggressive.
Oh yeah.
I think it's incredibly passive aggressive.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think there's a real, like, you laying on the ground going, you killed me. I'm dead now. I really got killed.
That sounds accurate.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That is fair. This was interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, it sure was.
Well, if you have thoughts on the wide variety of topics covered in this episode,
Including war.
yes, send us your opinions.
Now
about
15% more war.
Hit us up, funbearablepod@gmail.com, or find us on socials at funbearablepod. Always happy to hear from all y'all. If there's a song that you've interpreted differently than maybe the
Yeah.
artist intended, maybe write us about that, and less so about the horrors and atrocities that man visits on man.
Which is this episode? Is that what? Yeah.
That's one of the atrocities.
Yeah.
It's the inciting incident of
And
World
let's
War
get this,
III.
like, relax thing going.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Funbearable say,
Relax.
relax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you had a celebrity encounter that you wish you would have handled differently?
I would love to hear about that.
That would- you know what?
Yeah,
Write
that's,
it- write
that's
it-
a rich. That's
Yeah.
a rich well.
Write in about that,
Yeah.
please.
Rich vein.
Yes.
Deep well.
Deep
rich
well. And full well, not just empty. Some wells can be empty.
That's true.
It all depends on how you look at it, and if you're a pessimist or
Yes.
an optimist.
That well is
That
half
well
empty.
is half. Oh wait, it's half full
Yep.
of bodies.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Is that good or bad?
Damn war.
Yeah. Let me quick ask it to ChatGPT, and it will kill itself. You know what I mean? Like a robot rules kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everything I say is a lie, and then the robot breaks.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a well half full of bodies. Does not compute.
Yeah.
For Ray Harrington and Chuck Staten, I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you so much, and we're sorry for being Funbearable.
Look, this was a little all over the place. We had some dark stuff and we
Yeah.
had some positive stuff, but
Yep.
I think ultimately we are a force for good.
I think so.
As Funbearable. I think we're trying to fix just not the whole world.
Yep.
Yeah.
But a little patch.
Yeah.
A little Funbearable
Yep.
patch.
I agree.
We're trying to just fix that, right?
Yeah.
The pipes there's a lot of lead in the pipes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
And the
It's
paint.
And we picked that on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
like the hue.
Also,
Yeah.
we paved the streets with lead.
They said there's a
That's
downside
true.
to this paint, and we're like, we can live with it.
Yeah,
There is a lot of lead.
a lot of
Yeah.
lead.
There is
Lot
a
of
lot
lead.
of lead.
Yeah.
Huh.
And asbestos. You notice that?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
There's okay. Well, you were doing the insulation on a lot of them.
Yeah, it was cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah. What are you going to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You save
yeah.
a little here, you lose a little there. Whatever.
Exactly.
What can you
yeah.
do?
It's a fair trade.
Oh, it's not fair trade.
It's not fair trade at all.
Yeah, I have bad news about that. It's little hands have made most of what we appreciate in Funbearable.
Little Hands brand asbestos. You're like, it's cheap.
It's so folksy. Like an itchy hug.